Hey guys, welcome. Y'all know the vibes. Let's get pretty in tune. Okay, y'all, welcome. So I just got this China message while I was cleaning up. I actually took notes today, y'all, and I be seeing some people say like, man, I be getting so many downloads. I gotta take notes. I be like, I can remember all that. Why you gotta take? But I overstand now, especially with my workload. And then like after I said the message, I'll be going back like, and then I start getting like downloads that I missed out. Like, oh, I supposed to said that too. Okay. So I took notes, y'all. Y'all know the vibes. Let's get pretty in tune. Look at this channel message from the ancestors, okay? This is to the collective, guys. Okay, say you are moving up spiritual rank due to your obedience. This might not be for everybody, okay? This might be only to a selective few, or it could be for you. Okay, but the ancestors want you to know you moving up rank. And you could be acting like, Shanice, how do I know if I'm moving up spiritual rank? Like, what does that look like? Well, what it looked like for me has been experiences and me getting this download from what they told me, and then I'm gonna give you a example of what I'm saying to coincide. I hope that's to coexist to what I'm saying. I hope I said that right. So how you know you're moving up to spiritual rank is when God gives you the keys. You like, okay, Shanice, what do you mean by how do you know you're moving up to spiritual rank if God gives you the keys? What I'm saying is that you could have been in a season in your life where you needed only one key to help you get to the next level, right? You only needed that one key to be your breakthrough, to help you move and go to the next level, but you might not get that key in that specific season. It didn't mean that you wasn't going to get the key. Okay? Y'all follow along with me, collective, because I swear to God, I know in my heart and in my spirit, even if one person hear this message, you need to hear this message. I know up in my heart, up in my soul, up in my spirit. If only one person needs to hear this message, because this could be something that somebody right now could be, because something ain't working out for them. You feel me? They could be up in the energy of giving up and don't know that that's a test within a test, baby. It's a test within a test. Okay? God will give you enough in that season, in that moment, to only let you know. So meaning, in that season, in that moment, you could have built something. You could have started something. Okay? And you was almost there, but you just needed that key, that one specific thing to take your wherever you started to the next level. Right? Or something you was building, it just wasn't working up in that season, right? It wasn't coming together. The system was being a lot of malfunction. Whatever the case might be, Put it to whatever your situation is. I'm just using this as an example. God will give you only just enough, okay? Because sometimes you're not ready for it. And you probably like, Shanice, what do you mean by you're not ready for it? Sometimes God will give you just enough to let you know that your vision and the word that He spoke over your life is true, meaning that He made you come that far to build something, to bring something to fruition. But maybe say you might have needed the money, or you might didn't have the traffic you need in order to push this thing to a level. Whatever it might be, put it to your situation, right? So you could have been a bit stagnation, right? Now that's the test within a test. For some of you all gave up. You wash your hands up on something. This even can be up in a relationship. But God could have showed you your husband or showed you your wife. You feel me? But even though that thing might not work up in that particular season, right? Or during that particular moment, things didn't work out, right? And you guys might have had to go your separate ways because maybe you still had in the work, or you might need to release some people or things that are around you, because God knows when this thing come together, it's going to be some godly. It's going to be something kingdom. And God knows that you might have a lot of false people around you that is going to be up in your ear, and that you could be easily persuaded or manipulated to sway off to the promise of what God told you. So you probably wasn't ready for that up in that moment, because you might have was tested. You know what I'm saying? I always tell you, it's a test within a test. God can have seen you your husband, your helpmate. This is someone that's going to help you. This is someone that's going to help grow you. Sometimes you're not ready for it. Okay? And that's the test. That's how God knows when you're ready for something and when you're not. That's the test. Because when you're ready, you're able to see it. You're able to know it. You have spiritual discernment. That's when God knows you are now spiritually in tune. You is using your wisdom now. You is using your inner knowing. You're able to hear clear. You're able to see and able to hear the word of God. Okay? And that could be seen as a prophet. Some of you all have gifts where you're able to see things before it happens, or you go with gut instinct, very intuitive, right? Which makes you a prophet because you're able to predict things before it even happens. But it's only because you're God-given gifts. So some of you all could have came across that, like you could have came across your husband, you could have came across your wife, you could have came across your kingdom spouse, you could have came across someone that was meant to help you, that was meant to grow you, that was meant to take you to new levels. But guess what? You could have had karmics around you. Okay, maybe you was in a karmic relationship, and you might have wasn't ready to let that thing go because you couldn't see what God was doing to it. Half of this stuff is something you pray for. But sometimes, how you pray for something, when you ask God for something, that's the worst thing to do. I always say that's the worst thing to do, is to ask God for something. And then when God sends you that very thing, you mishandle it. You misuse it. All right? Because you wasn't ready for it. You wasn't ready for that blessing. You wasn't ready for that gift that God has sent you. See, got a lot of things God have gave you. Sent you guys gifts, but you might have been ready for it. So maybe, you might have to go through a season, right? But if you keep going, meaning if you don't backtrack, but you now do the work. Let's say if you doing the work, right? Let me show you how good God is. Ooh, to God be the motherfucking glory. Ancestors, please give me this message because somebody needs to hear this. Please let my words be clear. Please let my words be clear because someone needs to hear this message, right? Let's say if you overstand if you overstood the assignment, right? Sometimes God might have had to release something. Something might then not go as planned as you wanted to, right? Ooh, to God be the glory. Ooh, I'm getting downloads. I'm getting so many downloads at once. God, stay with me. I want to try to break this down as clear as possible, and hopefully I do not forget the rest of the downloads as I'm standing on one topic. Stay with me. If you is obedient, once you understood the assignment, because sometimes you have to lose something, right? In order to get that karmic lesson. Some of you all have to go through karmic cycles. But if in your karmic cycle, some people can let that break them and they become an even worse person than what they were. You know what I'm saying? They be really out here doing them. They be really out here mishandling people. Oh, because they didn't work out. You know, they become a even worse person. Listen, that's a test within a test. Listen, God be the glory. See, God trying to build you. God trying to make you a king's spouse. God wants to make you an image of Him, of her, of Mother Goddess. You feel me? And sometimes a lot of you are dealing with ego, right? And your ego can be very arrogant, very shallow, like very vain. You could be a very vain person, very materialistic, very, like to look at things up on the surface type of being. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you all heart chakras is so hard, and you don't even know how to love. You don't even know how to have compassion. Because when you love and you have compassion, you would treat thy neighbor as you will do thyself. You feel me? You will handle everything with care and love. Okay, I should tell you, y'all, love is the highest vibration or frequency you can be on. No matter who wrongs you, love is what makes you overcome things, withstand things, and be victorious. Okay? Especially if you didn't sell your soul. Now, if you sell your soul, of course you're going to be working out dark energy, but I'm not talking about people who sold their soul. I'm talking about light beings. But in that moment, if you did backtrack, and because the obedience, when God put that word up in you and God showed you something, it made you reflect within you upon things that you might need to change. Because sometimes when God will bring someone up in your life, or bring people up in your life, or do something or circumstance that makes you reflect upon the things that you might need to heal within. So if you're obedient, and because God wants you to have this, it's not like God taking this. God wants you to have this, so God's trying to build you. God, your spirit team, your ancestors, your spirit guides, they are rooting for you. Please do the work. Please do the work. Please do the healing work. Okay, because they want you to win. So if you be obedient and you start healing and you doing the work, look, sometimes you are attached to things that are not meant to go with you. You are attached to things and situations and people that cannot go with you. But you're doing the spiritual work, and as you start healing, you realize these people, these things that no longer serve you, these addictions is not good for me, so I must release some of these things is not good for me, so I must not deal with it, right? Now, as you keep moving forward, just to being obedient, God gonna bring you right back. God gonna bring it back to you tenfold. You're gonna get the opportunity to have that thing again. Is what I'm saying. So God gonna bring it back to you, right? So the only how you can able to see it and recognize it if you did the spiritual or healing work. So this time when God bring it back the second time, if you heal, you got great discernment to learn from lessons. So now you able to grasp onto that thing, right? You able to grasp onto it, and now you just reap the harvest of the land. But if God brings you the same thing the second time and you didn't do the healing work, you're gonna repeat cycles, right? You're gonna think, okay, I'm gonna stick to my old ways. I'm gonna stick to this thing. You want to either be able to see the fruit of the land, or see that blessing, or see that empowerment, and see that that was God sent. You know what I'm saying? So to God be the glory. So y'all know this is now to go give y'all a slight testimony and a example of what I just said to back up and give you confirmation. Somebody needs to hear this. I keep saying that. Whether it's one person, two persons, just one person, it's meant for whoever needs to hear this. So I've been building this business Pretty In Tune for the past 5 years, right? And the reason why I'm more so easily taking off of in this season is because I literally already did all this work. You get what I'm saying? It's just been sent up on my computer. And the reason why it's been sent up on my computer because these systems, it was like I built everything, but like I just needed like this one code. And I promise you y'all, I would be up all night and day trying to see what was going on with the system. Like I just needed one little code towards the end. Like it was like my payment on how to get money off the site. I could not connect it to like what I needed to connect it to. I could not get it right. And I had built pretty fashionable. So I built like about 6 e-commerce stores. And the crazy part, y'all, with my Pretty In Tune, that's where I had linked. It was Pretty In Tune order system. I had all of these systems I already built, but I was having problems with connecting the payment. Right, that was the only thing I had with all the sites, all the sites. So during that time, that's when you see me. I was buying all them clothes to promote for my website. So it just didn't work. I couldn't get it. I'm like, how could I even sell the e-commerce stores or leverage up off them if I can get that one key? So shit got discouraged. But during this time, y'all, I was dealing with addiction. Okay, during this breakthrough time, I was dealing with mad addictions. I was smoking weed and I was drinking. You know what I'm saying? And even if I wasn't drinking, I was still smoking heavy weed, right? So I had habits that I had needed to give up, right? Because sometimes that habit money can be investment money, right? Because sometimes we be like, well, we don't have startup money or we don't have capital to get the business going. But sometimes you have the capital within self. You have the investment money that you could be wasting up on other things that not produces to what you're trying to do. And sometimes God will discipline you to see the treasures within the treasures. Sometimes God tell you that you have everything that you need. You just not utilizing your resources how you need to utilize them, right? And then I was attached to different things. During this time, I was just attached to, I was pregnant with the wrong person because I'm like, y'all know, I always like, I meant to have a partner. So sometimes I go into situationships all wrong. Then I tell them, like, I used to be like, when I get with someone, I tell them about me quick and be just automatically think because I connected with them, that was God sent, right? So I didn't have discernment. I couldn't see. I didn't have eyes to see, or the string is what was what. But hey, baby, if it needs seasons, to God be the motherfucking glory. So you have to go through a little bit to get a little bit, okay? And the reason why all these sites that I'm now fit to leverage and take off of, I'm rebuilding because I just let God said to let it go. So I'm like, God, I got like, with my Pretty In Tune, you can have subdomains. So I had many businesses that I had built to that one subdomain. So I'm like, I don't want to release this thing. God said, let it go. I'm like, I built all these stores, all these e-commerce. God said, let it go. Once I let it go, so now I'm rebuilding all the systems. That's what I'm doing up in this time. I'm rebuilding all the systems from scratch. That's what, to God be the glory. The one thing that I needed help with, that had me up in stalemate, I just did it so simple with it now. I'm like, wow. So this is the key I needed that stopped me from building clothing stores, whatever type of store I fucking want, I can build. You feel me? But it was that one thing that was stopping me from even having others. So I didn't have the confidence, even though I knew how to build blogs, e-commerce, and all that. My fear of failure, where I couldn't give everything that, if I did have a prospect or a consumer to come, I couldn't give them everything. So that just discouraged me up on a whole different level. And these seasons, God made me hook it up. I got like everything I need to do is so easy, it's so simple. I'm like, and then I was sitting back and relaxing these past few days, just been man balling, because this is how God come through. This is how, literally, it took me 5 years. Like every season, I would be up in stalemate or something to get my business to the next level. And then I would have to release it, and I would go through some type of healing process up in my life. Then God would grant me something new to have me leverage. It was like an elevation, and this is what happened now. That's why I'm saying you guys are now moving up another notch of your spiritual rank. Okay, due to your obedience, you can have now that key where I started off at the beginning. That key that you was missing, God giving you those keys of in these seasons. To God be the glory. To God be the motherfucking glory. God don't mad me because God know my personality. God know my sense of humor. God is funny. God is human. God is all things. So God don't mad me cuss. God don't mad me say that God be the motherfucking glory around this motherfucker. Yeah. God is good, child. So in these seasons, God made me, now I'm rebuilding, because now it's refreshing my mind on how to do this. If I do get a prospect, if I do get a customer, give me the confidence to put these things together effortlessly. Sometimes practice makes perfect, and perfect make us, okay? To God be the glory. God is doing some new things. God is doing some good things. And sometimes the things is not working out in your favor because the people or the things that you refuse to release. Listen, so sometimes God puts you in isolation, right? Could be up in isolation. Could be wondering why God cut things out, because they can't go with you, baby. They can't go with you. And as long as you hold those things to you, and then I give, even with the people around me, even with men now, I'm not afraid to release it. I got clear discernment. I'm able to see if something is for me and not for me right away. I understand what God wants me to have in my husband, and sometimes for a minute, I could almost be ready to settle. Like y'all know, I just became celibate. Sometimes we be ready to settle upon God's word, because God be like, I just be like, God, I don't think that's going to come true. God be the glory. God said your husband coming. And even if it was somebody from the past, I bet you if he come back, he's gonna be new. He's gonna be revealed. Revived. He's gonna be whole. He's gonna be new. He's gonna be doing a spirit work. That's why I always ask God, please send my husband whole, send him healed. And I pray for my husband. Help him to release things that don't no longer serve him. Give him eyes to see me. Help him to release karmic cycles so he can be who you call him to be. See, I'm ready. I'm already up on my throne. I'm just waiting for my king to get up in position. Because sometimes we have the title, but sometimes, I tell you, God is waiting on you. It's already yours. Everything you ask for is already yours. God is waiting on you to do the work. God is waiting on you, and once you do that work, watch you hit new levels. Watch you hit new tentacles. I swear to God, I used to be fucking my head up like, why God give me these multi-million-dollar businesses? Like, I got shit that I know nobody has. You feel me? And God gave it to me. And then I'd be like, why would God give me these multi-million-dollar businesses, but I can't even produce it? Why was I working up on these business for 5 years and I can't do nothing with it? Why did I invest all my money into this and I can't do nothing with it because it wasn't a season? I had habits and addictions I need to work on that couldn't come with me up in these seasons. I had people tied to me that couldn't go with me up in these seasons. Okay, God fit to send you people who gonna overstand you. God is doing some things that He haven't done. And you could have been like, why was man, God is so good. When I tell you how even my ads on Facebook, I was having problems with my ads, Facebook ads. Ooh, to God be the glory. Now I'm just literally just testing everything out, and everything is going smooth. To God be the glory. And then I was gonna hold it in because it was many seasons that I would be telling, and something would go wrong, something would go wrong, but everything is whole. God said, rejoice. Tell somebody, because this could help someone else. This could be help someone else that's in your situation, feeling like, man, I can't do this or I can't do that because I don't have it. Started from the bottom, now we here. You feel me? It ain't even scratched the surface yet. I'm just, see, even though I have been putting up in the work, with buildings that's established, that's getting shit done. You feel me? Ain't even scraped the surface yet. You feel me? And I be like, damn, I'm already very fucking abundant, and God making me even more abundant. God is making those things that I ask for. God gonna find ways to give you the money you need. I'm telling you, God will even bring somebody up in your life that sees what you got and will be willing to invest in you. That's how God works. All you gotta do is keep going and watch how you keep hitting new principles, moving up spiritual rate. So that's how you know if in this season, if you move the spiritual rank, things are going in the flow of you. You just aflow with shit. I'm not lying. Like everything that was stopping you up in those seasons, you unstoppable up in these seasons. And I used to be like every year, this my year, I say that shit every year. It would never be my year. I had stopped saying it. I'm just stop saying that shit. Like this my year. You feel me? Then it just got to the point where I didn't even give a fuck about it being my year. I just literally just started focusing on the healing work. Like, you know what? I'm just going to make myself better. I'm just going to keep making myself better and better and better and better. I just want to be the best me, the best fucking me that I can be in. I'm talking about not just being one aspect, meaning I want to be a better mom. So maybe I need to learn how to talk better to my kids, communicate better with my kids. I want to be a better mom, so maybe I need to learn how to keep my house organized, keep a clean house. I want to be a better mom, so maybe I need to learn how to cook. You feel me? And keep the kids fed, right? So God will be working. So God maybe was working upon me being a better mom maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. You feel me? So God had already structured that part. You know, then I'm like, okay, I want to be a better person. So maybe I need to learn how to forgive people, even though that don't mean because I forgive you, I gotta now reconnect with you. You know, that's what a lot of my people who mishandle me think. You know, they feel like because I forgave them, I don't have to reconnect with you. You feel me? I can still have those boundaries, but I can put up in my heart to God, like I no longer hold a hateful feeling when I think of you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that hateful feeling towards you. You feel me? I still love you from a distance, and I can still love and light. See, I asked for healing because at one point I couldn't even pray for my enemies. You know, I couldn't even say when somebody wronged me, or just like the other day, I had a dream of, this been happening all my life, you know, and then I already felt that energy up on me. You feel me? But I had a dream that this woman tried to attack me, and these people close to me. They was been a dream attacking me, so I know that they have been a dream attacking me. I'm very spiritual gifted. I'm very intuitive. I'm able to see shit before it happened. Everything I say come to pass. I don't doubt shit that God shows me. Even if I were to confront a person about a dream, if they were to say no, I know they fucking lying. So I had a dream so I knew either they was attacking me with their words, or just verbally talking down up on me, or just literally had the hate up in their heart for me once they seen some of me or something. And with this person, it was two of them. So I know they had to be up on the phone just talking very ill about me. So I woke up, and normally I'd be so mad, like it hurt, because I'm like, why are these people just still attacking me and I don't even deal with them? But I knew I have grown. I said, I prayed. I went up on my altar. I said, you know what? I'm not fit to let no hate consume me, because this person is still very evil and malicious towards me. I said, God, please, I send these people love and light. Heal their heart, God. Heal them from that vindictive, that evil, that negative. See, I'm learning how to pray for my haters. I'm learning how to pray for the people who mishandle me. I'm learning how to pray for the people who want to harm me. See, that's something God had to do within me. Because not because of my obedience, because I'm meant to be a light worker. I'm meant to be a healer. And, I couldn't understand it when my dad, he was a healer. He was a light worker. And like folks will like mishandle him. And he was a natural giver, and folks will handle him all the way until he died. You feel me? All the way until he died, And I couldn't understand, like, how do this man, like, even like once they come get sick, the people who harm him, he'll go to them and still try to get them herbs, healing medicine, to heal them. And, my daddy had been up on me heavy, and I heard him say that. He's like, Papa, you is a healer, so you cannot be releasing, even though people do things to you, you still gotta send out that love and light. And I couldn't understand it. But now in these seasons, I understand it, because by me being a light being, I gotta still move with light. And sometimes these people are really damaged. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes people naturally draw to light beings. Half of the time, that's why I have to stay isolated. It's a must. I stay isolated. It's a must. And people who's not a light worker, people who's not a healer, people who's not an empath would not understand a pure indigenous light being. They won't understand it. They would think we better than others. They would judge us. They would do all these things, but they ain't judging the shit we had to go through. A lot of us had to go through some shit. A lot of us had to almost get sacrificed to really make us know you can't go back there. You see what I'm saying? See, that's how dramatic the circumstances had to be for God to pull you away. And because of your obedience, because you did go back there, now God able to do some things. Now God able to manifest it in your life. Now God able to bring the very things that your enemy thought that was impossible, that was unthinkable. God will birth it into you. God ain't birthing shit into a motherfucker who already had it, or God birthed into a motherfucking like me. Look at how I talk. Look at how the fuck I talk. Even though God was telling me you meant to do this, I didn't even really have the confidence, even though I had the confidence. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I had the confidence where I was still building, just being obedient to God. But I didn't know what God was doing. You know what I'm saying? When I look at other affiliate marketers and people who is a bit my field, they nothing like me. You feel me? All of them was born into wealth. All of them was born into wealth. Then God put this, God gave an average motherfucker. So imagine you trying to tell people God birthed you with multi-million-dollar businesses, and you meant to be a millionaire. You think people is listening to that? People ain't listening to that shit. Even though you building it, you still ain't putting shit up in motion because you still building. Or you need them keys. To God be the glory. But God said that, hey, you is a one-man army. To God be the glory. God will get you organized. God will make you build those muscles so you can be able to do this shit up on your own. And tell your divine partner, but your divine partner got to do the work too. Why you think I'm single? They got to do the work, or I just haven't met them, or I just haven't gotten the rooms yet. You get what I'm saying? But God is doing some new things, some good things up in your life when you be obedient. It's only been these seasons that I'm multiplying. So I be up on YouTube and I be getting attacked up on YouTube. Because people be like, I sell my soul. How am I able to get all these gifts? How am I able to just be moving up so fast? Don't know, baby. I've been doing the work, baby. I'm just now up on this front end, baby. But I've been building my business in the background. Didn't nobody help me with shit. I had to invest my own money into these companies, into these blogs, and into what I'm doing. I'm just not able to utilize it because God made me be a flow. See, I couldn't utilize it because I didn't even know what I was. For once, I need certain keys, and it wasn't the season. Period. But now I get it. When you see people just taking off, it be their season. You feel me? It literally be their fucking season. Then you be like, damn, how the fuck this person just, you just see it and see them taking off. But once you really start digging into their movement, you be like, damn, this motherfucking been at it. But you just now seeing them. You know what I'm saying? So don't judge me. Because I've been putting in the work. I ain't getting no motherfucking hand out. Didn't nobody help me. Not even family. Nobody helped me. Nobody helped me to get what I was doing. When I first was starting my business, I tried to put all my friends and family up on, and all my friends and family laughed at me. See, because when you first get out there, once you get a business, you get to ask. They want you to have 5 people up on your team. So you go up in everybody inboxes. I ask everybody up on your list. I got to break down the story from 5 years ago. No, damn near 6 years ago how this shit went. You ask everybody, do you want to get put on? Do you want to make money with me? Nobody wanted to make money with me up in the company that I was in. I just kept going throughout the year. Right? So then God will give you something where you don't need friends and family. So people, you used to get mad at me for that. Oh, she thinks she better. She don't need friends and family run. Bitch, that's the business God gave me, bitch. For me to be a one-man army, because I tried that. So when you see me doing me and me leaving motherfucker behind, I don't owe a motherfucking shit, because then nobody helped me get here. And when I'm going, motherfucking damn sure ain't happening. But God gave me the key. I know how to navigate it, and I know how to reach new levels. Because God gave me the keys up in this season. So you damn right, I don't owe nobody shit. The motherfucker couldn't even energetically like or share something for me. I ain't even asking the motherfucker for nothing. Just support me. Just support the movement of what I'm doing. Just support a motherfucker and what I'm doing. But when you see these same people, they can support everybody else, but they can't support me. You see them posting, everybody else sharing stupid shit. Because for one, they doubted me. For two, they didn't believe me. For three, they hate that it was me. So when people feel like, oh, I don't have to help her get to the that next level because I don't want to see her win. To God be the glory. God will still have you win. Bitch, bet on yourself. I ain't gonna keep telling y'all. If don't nobody bet upon you, bet upon yourself. Cole said it better. If I would have believed everybody, I would have never got here. I had to bet on myself. Invest up in yourself and bet on your fucking stuff. And watch what God do to you up in your life. It ain't even scratched the surface yet. I'm still that supernova that's falling. Ain't even hit the fucking surface yet. Once I hit this motherfucker, and it's happening now. And it's happening now. It is happening now. To God be the motherfucking glory. Man, y'all better be obedient. I'm keep telling y'all, this righteous shit and this business shit go hand in hand. It coexist with one another. The more you get the healing stuff, benefiting your righteous energy, being obedient to God's word, sit up in isolation, release people, let those addictions go. Man, watch what God do for you up in your life. To God be the glory. Watch what I'm just saying, say this shit because it's cute. Watch what God start doing. God gonna start off little. God just gonna start making you abundant naturally. You gonna be like, damn, I don't even got a fucking job. You feel me? I don't gotta work, but look at what God doing for me in my life. I can't even explain the shit. I don't want for nothing. I don't ask for nothing. I see people who working, making people probably got 10 times the amount that I got. You feel me? But everything I want, I just manifest like Houdini. You feel me? I don't ask for nothing. And my next will be a car. Now, like, I can get a car now, but no, I'm talking about it's going to be like my dream car. And I always said, when I get my car, I'm going to be able to pay that bitch off in full. It's not going to be like no notes or no shit like that. That's why I don't got cars now. I don't like paying no extra motherfucking bills. I don't like paying extra fucking bills. That money can go somewhere else. You feel me? If I can't pay it off, I don't want it. My next will be my motherfucking car, and I stand on it. And I'm going to be able to pay that bitch off in full. Because that's why I ain't never get a nice car that I like. Because I always say, if I can't pay this bitch off in full, I don't want it. So I always got like simple shit. Like, I got the most simplest, basic ass car. Okay? For once I don't drive nowhere. For two, I would have to catch Ubers a lot when I really have to go somewhere. For three, like, inflation is high. Come on now, like, you need to be smart. You could be investing that money in your business. I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, do you want to look like you got some money, or do you want to actually make money? You have to make up your mind. Do you give a fuck about looking like something for outside world? Trying to look like something, or do you want to really invest money in different products and services that you really need and really start growing so you can make the money to really buy the fuck that shit off? Get whatever the fuck you want. Man, we ain't playing up in these season. This go season. We hit new principles. We just hit new spiritual rank around this motherfucker. And you know, I used to be real, God had to humble me too. I'm not gonna even lie, collector. Especially if you was friends with me up on Facebook, growing through the years, especially when God would like make me hit new principles. I would be so cocky, y'all. I would be so cocky, but also the journey has humbled me. I don't have to be like all of that. Because, at the same time, I used to have like competition from like celebrities who would be competing. I'm like, why these motherfuckers competing with me? I ain't even got it, but they knew what the fuck I had. Shit. Sometimes you don't even know just how special the fuck you is, but I knew I was special when I was competing with celebrities. You feel me? Like, and they be watching me and I be competing with them. Like, they be competing with me. So, even though I don't like that little bitch Cardi like that, because I always say she's kind of like my clone, but it's like I like her, but I won't say I don't like her. You feel me? Because everything was like something spiritual. So, but up in that season, during those years, I did not like her. But as the years prolonged, I gained to grow a little fond of her because she's very relatable up in a lot of aspects. But I used to think that she was copying me, but we all have our own journeys. And I kind of was like a blueprint, but now I'm not mad at it because a lot of people copy my energy, and I see me mimic up in a lot of things. So I don't worry about that shit no more. But she just said a quote not too long ago, like I knew I was gonna be lit when I wasn't even popping and motherfuckers was hating on me. That ass, that's me. I knew I was lit once I was having celebrities and shit. Even though I didn't know, but now I know. Like, I'm telling you, God will make that vision. Like, you have to believe, you have to know it, you have to see it. It's like, it's something when you become up in alignment and you really have those cells, like you really know, and like your heart chakra is like really just of knowing that this gonna happen. That's when it happened. Like that's when it fucking happened. I wish I could get like that up in my love life, because I know that's why my love life haven't took out, because I really don't believe it. You feel me? I'm always like, this nigga, niggas be fucked up, niggas be doing that. But I'm just trying to get up in the energy to like really, like, even though I say it, like I believe it, but to my core, like my husband, because I begin to sense so many dubs, it don't never be working out. But then I be like, God is doing so much amazing things within my physical life. It gotta be coming, because how God is aligning things, my husband is coming. Low key, it's like now I kind of am up in the season. Like I really do know my husband is coming, because the shit God is doing to me, for me up in my life, is mind boggling. So I'm telling you, keys, I mean, like, you could be just breaking little barriers up in your life that you were trying to break. You doing that up in these seasons. I'm not lying. Like, shit that you could have been just trying to do, you doing it. And it's kind of just like happening. It's not like you forcing it. Like, maybe up in those seasons, you know how you were just forcing this shit to happen. Like, up in these seasons, it's just like you just organically doing it. And everything is just going a flow. You moved up spiritual rank. You don't even know that. That's why you get a lot of this shit to come easy, because you higher up in rank. You pass some sort of test. Some sort of test that the universe tests you with. You was dealing with something. You had released something, and it's like you were still obedient. You were still doing the healing work. It's something you did where you passed. It's like God had told you something to do. Some people try to blow God off, or they try to push it in the back of their head, or they let they surroundings, detour them from what God told them to do. So it's like they backtrack. But it's something you knew. It's like you probably cut off the noise. Like me, I cut up all the fucking noise. I don't give a fuck. I would cut your ass the fuck off. I don't give a fuck who you is. A mama, a daddy, a cousin, a uncle, an auntie. Shit, any motherfucking body, you would get cut the fuck off. Okay? Cut off game is very fucking strong. And because I know if God tell me something and I know something ain't right, or if God tell me to do something and I do it, and then God would tell me, okay, do this to get the answer, because sometimes I might not have clear confirmation about something. Okay, well, do this so you can know. What I'm saying? Ooh, I'm just obedient like that. You feel me? And then once God showed me, see, I'm the type where I have to see it or hear it in order to cut something off. You know what I'm saying? That's the only how I can cut off something. You gotta cross me. I gotta see it. Like, I gotta know it. You get what I'm saying? I can't just think it up in my head. Like, even though I might feel it, you feel me? I might intuitively feel this way, but I gotta see it for itself. Once I see it, it's like God showed me. Like, God would have never showed me. Gotta cut it out, because it was I had already intuitive felt that. You feel me? That's what made me cut motherfuckers out. People crossed me. People tried to do some most despicable shit to me. You feel me? That's what made me cross them off and never look back. Never look back again. Never. I would never go back to my past. And people get mad at that. I would never go back there. Okay? I would never, ever, ever go back to my past. From an ex, from a family member, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going back there. That shit still make me have nightmares. But now, in these seasons, I'm able to pray for them. Ooh, to God be the glory. That take a lot. It take a lot to pray for somebody who mishandled you, who tried to harm you, who did the most despicable shit. Like you want shit. Ooh, that's the worst thing to know is that a motherfucker view you as not being shit or don't value you, but they want to use you. Ooh, to God be the glory. That's the worst shit. Oh Lord. Woo, traumatized me for life. Y'all collective. Y'all is doing good. Fuck that. Fuck the haters. Fuck whatever. We don't even give a fuck. The reason why if they mad and chasing you up in their dreams because they see you elevating and you doing some amazing things and give God the glory. Thank God. Go to your altar. You don't gotta go to church. Build an altar in your house. To God be the glory. People can say whatever. People can say, oh, that bitch do voodoo. That bitch is a witch. You can say whatever. But God do not bless no mess. One thing I learned is God do not bless no mess. So, baby, if I'm getting blessed, it's because of favor, baby. If I'm getting blessed, it's because God know my motherfucking heart. If I'm getting blessed, to God be the glory, God know that I am who the fuck I say I am. See, I gotta stop trying to prove shit to these motherfuckers, okay? Stop trying to prove shit to people who believe in the lies about you. Stop trying to prove shit to people who just feel like they can mishandle you. If these folks want to mishandle you, let them mishandle you. And you let them mishandle their asses on out the fuck your life. Because God still to be elevating you. Your people still get to getting there. Even if you have to go along, baby. Even if you have to take you and just you and your fucking kids and your fucking dog, if you have to, baby, you're getting to the motherfucking top. Okay? Hey. So while they mad and while they hate and while they watching, while they lurking, you know, talking about she do voodoo, she hoodoo, she doing all this evil shit. Baby, if I was doing evil shit, if all I did was do spill and black magic up on the motherfucker, baby, God do not bless no magic, baby. Baby, you gotta learn universal laws. See, that's what motherfuckers be fucking up at because these motherfuckers up there hocus pocus motherfuckers do all this fucking motherfuckers be doing black magic up on me, and I be seeing up in my dreams. I be seeing when man, I don't have dreams that my man, and it was crazy because God would show me, and then God would give me second confirmation because these bitches will be doing some ill weird shit up in the physical, like I see it up in the physical towards them, and God would show me these hoes up in my dreams attacking me. I'm like, these hoes be thinking that like I'm gifted. I don't make this shit up. I don't just say this shit because it's fun. I know when people get so even when they be like, I ain't be trying to act like I'm crazy and I'm the one who send the spell work, God gonna keep elevating me. I just send that shit right back to center, bitch. I send your own energy back up on you. Then you be wondering why you ain't getting no motherfucking good luck because you fucked up. You a fucked up ass person. Because I'm just saying, I don't understand why. If a motherfucker ain't doing shit to you or if in your presence, why is you sending bad energy towards a motherfucker? Why is you talking badly about a person who's not fucking thinking about you? You is not up on their mind. You not up on nothing. You just see this person elevated and you just want this person just have the most rough, baddest life. You see what I'm saying? People be wanting you to have the most roughest, fucked up ass life. And then they be so shocked because they can't have but no, they gotta be God upon them. You know what I'm saying? People be wanting you to have the most fucked up life, then they be shocked when you still elevate and surpass that shit. People, I say this all the time. My family, because sometimes your family will make it seem like you the evil one, you the one being malicious. Your family will do fucked up shit towards you. I'm telling you, especially when you do the black sheep, they jealous, or they're anointed up on you, your righteousness, how you might call shit out, expose motherfuckers, they'll be liking that shit. They be wanting you to have a roughest life ever. I remember I had my daughter, my mama and them, my whole family. They didn't even want to watch not one kid. Now they know that you can't date like that. You feel me? They know you can't date and actually find a fucking man. These motherfuckers don't be wanting you to find your husband and shit. See, sometimes that for me, that's why a lot of times I would have to settle or just don't fucking date at all. You feel me? You think if I was able to date, I would be selling, I would be fucking around with the richest, the most ballest nigga ever well, now I'm fit to be able to date, you feel me, bitch, because I'm outside. Hold on, like, let's be for real, like, I'm fit to be outside, you feel me? No lie, no cap. But yeah, because like I don't did the work, so God made me be in the energy where, you know what I'm saying, I can at least live a little bit. You feel me? I'm trying to live just a little. Goddamn, I'm already 37. You feel me? I've been all wholesome for I feel sometimes I be like, I miss my good years. Goddamn it, I miss the goodest years. You know. Just to be in isolation, not talking to no damn body. Damn. Like, I'm trying to go outside if it is season, but it might not be this exact season. But I'm just saying it's going to happen soon. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a year from now, where a guy really allowed me to start dating. You feel me? That's still soon to me, and I don't mind right now because I am getting like a lot of. I got so much up on my plate now, dead ass. I couldn't even do shit with motherfucking man. But I'm just saying, but these motherfuckers, they could have helped me. I'm saying, get babysitters and shit, but they purposely didn't want that to fucking happen. Even when I used to have like get jobs and shit, didn't want to watch the fucking kids. You feel me? They just want to. Well, not my youngest because like I'm talking about my oldest when she was younger and shit. Motherfuckers in there want to watch the kids and shit. I'm like, get the fuck up out of here. Motherfuckers be perfectly just want you to have this hard, not ass life. But everybody else kids there though. That's what the weirdest part that every single other kids that all the other girl kids that except yours. Why the fuck? But when it come to you, it's a no. But they always want to use you. Every time they come to your house, they're taking all your clothes, eating up all your food. You feel me? Always want something. Yeah, so you gotta just get cold-hearted up on these hoes. I always want your money and shit, but can't do shit for you. Find you a life in your daddy soon. So that's why they mad, Collector, because they be mad because you up there still elevating up on these hoes after they don't cross you or wrong you. Even though you lonely, well, you're not even lonely. I don't even see myself as being lonely. But even though you might have been celibate for a long time, still living a good fucking life, God still making a way where you still taking care of you and your motherfucking kids. To God be the glory. To God be the motherfucking glory. Wishing you to be sicker and shit. People be wanting your sickness to kill you and shit. It was one time cause y'all know I'm sickle cell anemia, and when I had my kids back to back, that shit took everything up out of me. Like I told y'all, I even died on the table and came back. Like having them kids with my sickle cell anemia, it took a lot up out of me. I'm not gonna even lie. So I had got I just used to be real fatigued because I wasn't really doing a lot of self-care, like taking my vitamin D, taking my iron medicine. I didn't really know about like vitamin D or cause like the iron pills that I would like the pills form, they are so terrible upon you. You feel me? So I was really into holistic like I am now. So I was just terrible. So I had chronic, like I still do have chronic sickle cell, and I still be like very fatigued, but I still know how to work now. I know how to work with my sickle cell, and how about my mama didn't even tell me that I had sickle cell anemia. I found out I had sickle cell anemia when I was fucking older. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was anemic, and I knew I had sickle cell. The trait. By then I know I had the full-blown sickle cell anemia. She knew I was sick like that a lot when I was a kid. You see what I'm saying? She was getting checks and shit off of me. I ain't even fucking know. That's the shit I be talking about. This shit be life and death shit, and people don't even be telling you. The nurse like, when you didn't know, you never knew. No, bitch. Even though, yeah, I knew I was anemic, I knew I had the trait, but I did not know I had full blown sickle cell, a fucking anemic. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all. Even after my kids, I did not even know that. I'm just thinking, I just knew my bones would always ache a lot, but they always did since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I never got no blood transfusion because, that's against my spirituality. That's how I almost died up on the table. So I never knew that. I'm just not really finding this shit out. But she knew the whole time. That's the type of shit I be talking about. That type of shit right there. So that's another reason why I stopped drinking and smoking. That's why this is the most weight I ever had up on me in my life. If I was still drinking and smoking, I'd be so fucking little. But because I'm like the happiest I ever been, but now I'm at the gym. Like I'm gonna lose the weight up in a healthy way, not being no toxic way, like drinking, smoking. I'm not fit to lose weight like that. Even though I was real tempted, I'm like, oh, bitch, if you just smoke. But every time I do that, I wind up getting hooked back up on the shit. Every time I would start back smoking weed, I'd be like, oh, you gained a few pounds just smoking a little weed. Every time I'd be like, oh, you just gonna smoke it for a couple of months just to lose the weight. I would be right back hooked up on that shit. Yeah, y'all. So I'm fit to go because I'm cleaning. I'm cleaning up my house. And it's already been an hour. I'm fit to go eat now. Give me some spaghetti. I could do some spaghetti and catfish, y'all. But y'all know the motherfucking vibes. Keep going. Keep elevating. Keep living. Keep glowing. Remember, if God is for you, who the fuck can be against you? Nobody, baby, nobody. When you do the work, you might have to go through it, but I promise you're gonna come out that motherfucker victorious every time, every motherfucking time. To God be the hey. Yeah, what's crazy is that you ain't seen nothing yet. Imagine if you keep going, like even after you reach this new spiritual rank. If you keep going down the line and reach the next spiritual rank, oh, to God be the glory. Keep going, y'all. Peace and love, family. Love you all. You know the motherfucking vibe. Stay pretty and